question I was thinking of just now. What do you think Tony's motivations were, like, for wanting to read that whole diary and then pursuing it so much? I really thought, like, the whole time it was just he just wanted to find out about Adrian. I feel like his interest was more with Adrian, not Veronica. I don't know. So
yeah,
that's what I was wondering when you guys thought.
I thought it was probably not about either of them, but about like the past and sort of like, and maybe with the letter he realized that his memory wasn't what it thought it was. Then also he wanted to know, like, he realized that memory isn't really that's pretty faulty, and so he.
Plus, it was his tie to the past, you know, and he never really got to say goodbye to this friend. He really thought he had this strong relationship with his friend, and everything went bad. And as much as he was angry as a child, once he's an adult, he never did say goodbye. Never really closed that door. And this was going to be the answer, you know, to what happened.
I have to say, I felt he was pretty self-absorbed. I think he wanted to read the diary because I think he wanted to see what role he played in it. I'm just saying.
Well, no, I agree.
Like, what role he played in his friend's life.
Yeah, and I think he wanted to see, did that letter really affect him? I want to see, like, the days leading up. Was he mad at me, or was he focused on Veronica or his own life? Because we never find out, like, where Adrian's from and his family, and we don't know any of that. I mean, granted, yes, I think the suicide ended up being obviously due in part to this whole thing with the mom, but who knows what his life was like before then. So
on a more basic level too, though, I think part of it was, well, this was left to me. Why was it left to me? Like, there's got to be something in there that I'm supposed to see.
Yeah.
And I need to see it. Just the natural curiosity of, and kind of, it's mine. Like, it's mine now, so I have the right to it, and no one else should have it.
And that's what drove me crazy about Veronica. That's his property.
Right.
Now you've stolen it. I think
burned
they really brushed that under the rug. Like, oh, well, you can't really go after her. Why not?
Well, did you feel differently, like, when she found out, like, that was, I guess, like, her own family? Like, I think she wanted to hold on to it because I guess to me, it seemed like she felt like Adrian and then this child that ends up being her brother. It's like her family stuff. Like, her mom didn't have a right to give it away. I think that's where she was coming from and why she was acting kind of crazy about it. No, you don't think so?
I had no patience for Veronica.
No, it's interesting. Like, I wonder if she's just like, maybe there's something in that diary that exonerates Tony, you know, and she's so angry with Tony and wants to hold on to that blame. And, like, she pulls out the things that prove that it was his fault. And I mean, I have no idea. I'm just wondering. And then, like, she gives him all the bad things. Like,
I don't know that she really thought it was his fault.
I don't know. I mean, I'm just wondering why she gave him parts of it.
I think she was just angry. I don't think.
I think she was angrier at Tony than she was at, or she was angrier at Adrian than she was at Tony. But I think you're right. I think she was just angry.
An angry
person.
And like whoever was saying that that it was her, it was about her family, and she didn't feel like.
And I think there were lots of other issues in her family to begin with. I mean, he saw that when he went home with them for the weekend, right? So who knows what else
was going on in that house.
I think if anyone was to blame, I mean, she probably gets a fair amount of the blame herself. You know, she's driving people away with her behavior. I mean, it's obviously not her fault that her boyfriend sleeps with her mother. I thought it was extreme that he would have to kill himself, too. You know, it's not like he was the one who was pregnant.
Well, that's why I felt like there was more to it. Like, we never
found out. He has all those things that he says before about
the whole accumulation.
Yes.
But if he was so in love, like he told his friend, you know, he's the happiest he'd been. He met someone who was really in love, and even if she did turn him away.
So you never really find out why he killed himself.
No.
Because, I get it. He was very happy there at the end, but you don't... I don't know if, like, then everyone found out and hated him, and then, again, I go back to the whole, how he grew up. He just, like, appeared at their school, you know, not at the beginning of the grade or anything like that. He just kind of shows up, and you don't really know much about his background. It almost made me want to go back and read about Robeson, the guy who killed himself in the beginning, because you know how they were all talking, like, terribly about him and the girlfriend and all that. I was like, I can't remember, like, what Adrian's part was in that, or did he say anything? I felt like he didn't say anything, so I wondered.
No, he said all that stuff.
Because I thought like, Tony did all the mean stuff. I don't know. I can't remember.
No,
I remember talking about how it was a choice.
Yeah, it was a choice.